remember when this first came out, right? And there was a lot of concerns with a lot of on the legal side. Can an attorney hold a medical card?
Yeah. That's we're very comfortable with that now.
Now. At
Well,
one point,
I was then, but
right. But a lot of people weren't. A lot of people were like, they're scared.
yeah. Well, here's the thing. Arizona's state bar, God bless them, they were very forward thinking, and I can't say that about a lot of other states.
Mm-hmm.
We have an ethics opinion that the state bar issued back in January of 2011, like right after Prop 203 passed. They jumped right on it, and they gave us a set of parameters in which we could provide these services to clients. Not every state has done that. There are some states where the state bars have said, lawyers, you may not help this industry at all.
Right.
But Arizona was forward thinking, and it's the right choice.
Yes.
If you're going to have this program, better to have the assistance of competent counsel than not. Otherwise, you're just setting yourself up for a dismal, dismal time.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Yeah, I think we're on the right path. I think you're on the right path with this book too.
Agreed.
I think I'd like to get my hands on it as soon as you're done with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'd be happy to come back and we can talk about it.
Love to, man. Yeah. It was really awesome. I know you're running short on time. You have
Yeah,
to do some appointments and stuff.
I have a dentist appointment next.
Are you going to do some mushrooms before the dentist?
No. We were joking before we started the show, but I have a meditation technique. Like I mentioned, I've got like 6 or 8 fillings. I've never taken Novocaine or any kind of painkiller. I can actually meditate through pain.
Now, okay, so your meditation now, how often you meditate every day?
Yeah, every night.
Yeah, and how long do you think you meditate for?
It varies. At the small end, I will do maybe a 20-minute session. At the high end, I've done several hours. It depends on what my mood and feeling is at that moment.
Right. So, like when you meditate, do you go blank when you meditate, or do you start calming your mind? What's your process when you meditate?
Yeah. So I'll get in a comfortable seating position. Courtesy of the yoga, I can actually get into half lotus and occasionally full lotus. 50-year-old knees, though, don't really like full lotus too much. But I'll sit in half lotus, typically fully erect back, but relaxed. And I'm trying to get my spine in perfect, comfortable alignment. And then I will focus on my breathing, and I will let the breathing run the show. And the trick is you try to empty your mind of all thoughts, and that's the hardest damn thing.
Right.
And I know you do yoga too. You've certainly heard of the phrase monkey mind.
Yeah. But we're 96% monkey, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's all in our mind. So, the monkey mind is constantly jumping around as the ego grasps for relevance and attention. And the trick is to realize that. And once you acknowledge it, you can switch it off.
So, like, for example, before you go into your appointment, your dentist appointment, will you do a little meditation beforehand, get your mind clear?
No. I just lay in the chair and let them go to work. And what I'm doing, it's a different meditation technique for pain. What I will do is the opposite of what nature wants you to do. And what nature wants you to do is recoil from pain. Think about every reaction you've ever had to pain. You touch something hot, you jerk your hand away.
Right.
Somebody punches you, you pull away. What I do in my mind is go to the source of the pain. So as he's drilling and you feel that nerve getting banged on, instead of mentally trying to pull away from it, which only makes it worse and shuts down your breathing,
right,
you want to stop that cascade of effect. Because the one thing that is really going to make you messed up is when your breathing starts to get shallow and slow.
Right.
So what I will do, fast. What I will do instead is go to the pain, make sure my breathing stays steady and constant, and I go deeper into the pain, and my breathing goes steady and constant, and eventually the pain is there, but I just don't care about it. It doesn't affect me.
I never really thought about pain that much, but I had surgery about 10, 11 years ago, or probably longer than that. I had part of my colon removed, and it hurt like a son of a gun. And I remember waking up from surgery, and I was on a morphine machine.
Yeah.
And they kept hitting the button, and the stuff wasn't doing anything. It was pissing me off. It was still hurting. It wasn't doing anything. All I was high.
Yeah.
And so when I started getting my head around it, like, my mind's bigger than this, stop giving me the morphine. That's the quick way to get out of the hospital. Yeah. It's just to walk through it, right?
Yeah.
And so that was my experience. And so I don't personally like morphine when you do surgeries. I don't like that. But I will have them give me a little bit of Demerol, though.
Well, I've never tried my meditation technique during an actual full-blown surgery, and I've had several. I trained in martial arts for years, so I've had a shoulder rebuilt, an ankle rebuilt, a knee worked on. Yeah, they knock you out for those.
What form of karate or martial arts were you doing?
American Kempo.
Kempo.
Yeah.
Kempo. Now, what's that familiar? Like, what's that similar to?
It's similar to Kempo.
Well, I mean, for example, Taekwondo is like a dance, and
No,
Jiu-Jitsu is like
no,
throwing people around.
No, the running joke in the Kenpo circles is that Taekwondo is a partial art.
It's an Amway.
Yeah.
It's an Amway.
It's a full contact kind of slightly based off of a classical karate, but it abandons classical karate in very significant ways in that it doesn't advocate or support fixed-rooted stances. It likes a mobile, dynamic, ballistic,
more flow.
Yeah. So
Agile,
instead of like the single one-punch kill, the ipponken that you've heard of in Japanese karate, what Kempo will do is rain down on you multiple blows from multiple angles with the goal of devastating the opponent very violently, very suddenly.
Right. Yeah, when I first started, the martial arts, I was doing Taekwondo and did that with my son, and I called it like fighting ballet. You don't really hit anybody. You just go through the katas and, you kind of like do your dance.
Well, it depends on the school and the instructor, too.
But what I really got, or I did the Krav Maga, that's what changed me, and I got into my mindset, don't be a victim.
Yeah, well, and Krav's focus it's kind of like Wing Chun Kung Fu a little bit in the sense that they're saying, hey, let's strip down all these fancy flowery moves to basic moves that most anybody can do that will maybe not pretty, but get the job done.
Right. Yeah, I remember when one of the classes, it was kind of funny. We were on each side of the room. There was a group of us on each side, and we'd have to run over to one side and then hit someone, then run over back to the other side and kick someone. Yeah. Then we'd go to the center of the room and we'd put our head on this broomstick, and we turn around the broomstick like about 10 times, and you get up all dizzy, and the guy comes up behind you and tries to choke the shit out of you, right?
Yeah. And that happens every day, right?
Yeah, we're doing that. And when the guy goes, this is stupid. Why are we doing this? And the instructor goes, well, you're at the bar. You had a few drinks. The guy comes up on you. That's what you're going to feel like. Yeah. And so they kind of get you ready for that situation. Now, I keep in mind, I don't want to get in that situation.
Yeah, well, that's the best martial art of all is a good pair of running shoes.
Yeah, just stay the hell out of there.
Yeah, there's no reason to dive into danger. That's just stupid. And there's no reason to linger around danger if you can leave.
Yeah, I think your biggest weapon is your brain.
Absolutely.
Just get the fuck out of there.
Absolutely.
Right?
It's the only thing that made a difference to allow humans to really rise up from the animal kingdom. Opposable thumbs are great, but if you don't know how to use them, fantastic.
That whole theory is that monkeys came down off the trees and started eating mushrooms. And then that's how they got smart.
That is the Terence McKenna stoned ape theory. And I also reference a little bit of that in Psychedelic Alex.
God, I can't wait, man. Can't wait. So what's on for you next after the book, you think?
Pardon?
What's after the book? What are you going to do after the book?
I'm going to wait and see what the book does. I'm kind of hoping that I might start a book tour with it. There are psychedelic conferences all around the world, so I'd like to jump on that lecture circuit if I can. I would very much like to turn the book into the manual or textbook for a law class as well. My retirement fantasy is that I end up spending I'm already great, damn it, my grayer years as a college or law school professor teaching these topics specifically.
Yeah. I think you'd be absolutely great on that.
Well,
absolutely great.
I appreciate that, and I'd like to think so too. Now we just have to convince the dean who's in charge of hiring.
Well, for you, I'm a little bit older than you, right? So you have a long ways to go yet.
Well, I don't want to work till I die.
Yeah.
But okay. if I must.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's end on that note because I have a dentist appointment.
Well, thank you very much, man. Thank you for being here, and you've been very special to us. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity.
All right.